Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. I'm really honored to speak here. I really hope that you are still not as tired. I will try to invite you to participate as much as possible. So, first of all, if you could just log into Menticcom and use this code. I will also show some QR codes later on. But please participate because there will be lots of questions for you. I will also try to explain what kind of research I did myself, because besides all the nice presentation that was already given just now, I'm also a PhD student and a lecturer, so I'm also doing some research. So I'm coming from Lithuania, and let's talk about artificial intelligence as a driver of corporate sustainability. So the learning objectives are understanding the dual impact of AI on sustainability, also gain some insights on ESG aligned projects, and of course learn to balance AI benefits with some constraints or drawbacks, just to be aware that it's not everything purple or pink. So first of all, I would like to talk about some monetary examples. So when it comes to digitization and sustainability, current spending on digital transformation is more than 2.5 trillion US dollars. It was actually in year 25, and it is expected that by 2028 it's going to increase by more than 1 trillion and reach 3.8 trillion US dollars. Of course, AI has lots of impact on that. When it comes to digital transformation or DX, usually we talk about technological advancements such as cloud computing, AI, data analytics, BIM, GIS, and other digital technologies. However, we should understand that despite growing spending, there are concerns, especially when it comes on energy usage and also social inequality. And meeting ESG goals is one of the common hurdles preventing global digital initiatives and projects. So first of all, I want to know you better, because I will compare your answers to the ones that I did on my research, and we can just see if your opinions are similar to the ones that I did on previous surveys. So please log in on Menti.com using this QR code. I hope that you can see it. If you cannot use the QR code, please just use Menti.com and enter number 55637565. And please, while joining, don't enter your real name. It's going to be anonymous, so you can enter any title, any code, any number that you wish. Because all the answers are going to be used only for academic purposes, and I'm not going to collect any personal data. So just once you log in, please let me know how many employees does your organization have, because I'm going to compare your organization with the large global companies that I mostly did my research. So please provide your answers. So I see that 9 out of 17, already 11 already responded. So let's wait for a couple of moments, maybe until we reach 15, and then we will see the answers. Okay, we have 14, one more to go. Okay. We're missing one. Okay, maybe let's check, and you can join anytime. If you didn't manage to join now, Menticcom, you can do that anytime during this presentation. So let's see the results. So as we see, most of the participants today are working within the large companies, so that is having 250 or more employees. Okay, so it's quite similar to the research that I did. Another question for you is please select all the regions where your organization operates. For instance, maybe it's Europe, maybe North America, maybe South America, Africa, Asia, Oceania, or maybe you don't know, or it might be other. You can choose which you would like. So please respond to that. I see we already have 8. I will explain why I collect this data later on. So we already have 12. Okay, 13. Maybe we could reach 14. Okay. Okay, let's check the results. So as I see, most regions that the organization that you are working operates in Europe, Asia, Africa, and other regions. Okay, so it's quite global companies. So basically, why I'm asking you these questions and what I did with my research. So basically, I collected the data from Fortune 500 industrial company. I used their financial, sustainability, or integrated reports where they have both sustainability, also CapEx data on their current projects. So I found 14 companies that were suitable for my research. Then I extracted the most common digital transformation tools these organizations were saying that they use within their company reports. Then I extracted the most common sustainability metrics. I found 12 of them. And also what I did next as the employees of large companies, also of the same companies of Fortune 500 industrial companies, to answer my survey. And I compared the results. So let's see. First question is for you, and then we will compare our results. So please let me know which of the 3 pillars of sustainability your organization mostly engages in. For instance, environmental, social, economic, maybe you don't know or not aware, or another one. If you could answer this question as well. And we will compare the results. Okay, I see we already have 4 people responded. Maybe we can reach a little bit more. Okay, we have 6 already. 7, and maybe a few more. Okay, I see there are new people joining, so if you haven't managed to join before, please feel free to join whenever you want. You can use this QR code or just enter menti.com. Please note that you can use whatever name you want. It could be any number or any username you just prefer, so you can use which one you like, and I'm not going to collect any personal data. Okay, so we have already 10 people responded, so let's check. Okay, so the results show that the environmental pillar is the most common. Basically, your company focuses on protecting the natural environment, conserving resources, and minimizing pollution. And basically, this is really similar to the ones that I received based on the survey results that I did. Most organizations actually are focusing on environmental sustainability, but today I also saw some really nice presentations that also focus on social sustainability that in some cases are left behind. And what is most important for me at this moment is to stress out. I think we really talk a lot about sustainability, but in most cases we believe it's equal to green or environmental issues, but it should be equally understood that social and economical pillars as is really important as well. Okay, so now let's go to another question. When it comes to sustainability metrics, could you let me know what kind of sustainability metrics your organization is currently calculating or tracking? I have the same metrics that were within 14 Fortune 500 companies were sharing that they're collecting. So basically, these are quite common metrics worldwide that are used within the sustainability area. For instance, water withdrawal, energy consumption, renewable energy consumption, greenhouse gas emissions, total waste sent to landfill, number of nationalities, women in workforce, women in senior management position, lost time inquiry frequency time, hours on training, employee engagement score, and community spending. So we have 6 responses now. Let's check if we could have a little bit more. Okay, let's try for another one. So let's see. So energy consumption is the most common and within our respondents, and also we have employee engagement score. Let's see the results that were on the data that I collected from the companies, what they were saying within their reports. Basically, they were stating that the greenhouse gas emission calculations were the most common. But when it came to the survey, the employees were saying a little bit different story. They were saying that the most common sustainability metric was energy consumption, and greenhouse gas emissions were only the 5th metric. Okay, now let's check what kind of digital transformation tools your organizations are actually using or have been implemented right now. So these are all the same digital transformation tools that I found within the company reports and I use within the survey. For instance, Internet of Things, cloud computing, blockchain, big data, artificial intelligence, digital twin, BIM, GIS, life cycle analysis, and data analytics. So let's see how many responses we have. For now, we have 2. We have 4. We have 6. Okay, we have 7. Maybe let's see the results. So for the results, we see that AI and cloud computing is the most common digital transformation tools within your companies, and also data analytics, as I see. When it came to the sustainability reports or integrated reports or financial reports of those large Fortune 500 companies of industrial industry, basically AI was most commonly mentioned as digital transformation tool. But when it came to the survey results of the people, of the employees, they responded that basically data analytics was a more common tool than AI. AI was the second one. So basically my understanding and from this information is that the companies usually, when they have their company reports, they are mostly used for external purposes and is influenced by institutional pressures, which might be due to competitors, due to financial institutions, due to shareholders, and it's more about strategic perspective. But when it comes to company employees and the actual surveys that the employees are doing, usually employees are saying what they are using from their personal perspective. So for instance, my company are having project managers within my department that most of them are using Copilot, using some AI tools, but we as manufacturing company also have different types of employees that are not using this kind of tools, and we should also work on their perception when it comes on digital transformation and also on sustainability. So usually it's management that thinks that everyone is using these tools, but the reality is a little bit different. Okay, so What I did next with all this data that I collected, so basically I created a model to understand the relations between AI, Sustainability Engagement Index, so basically all those sustainability pillars of environmental, social, and economic pillar. Then I measure sustainability metric index, which included all those 12 metrics that you already saw. For instance, greenhouse gas emissions, women in workplace, also employee engagement, and etc. Also analyze the company size and operation across more than one continent. The same questions that I asked you before. And what I noticed when I run this model by using some specific software, that AI, when implemented within the company, within the large global supply chain company, usually positively impacts sustainability engagement by strategically raising the awareness of all three sustainability pillars. Then, so from my understanding, this is, as already mentioned, could be because of the external pressures. Also, it could be impacted by that usually large international companies tend to have better access to various resources and can allocate them to topics such as AI and sustainability and increase the awareness. It might be quite different to medium, small companies or startups. Then when we have large companies, it might be that they might use higher sustainability awareness and also have a higher sustainability metrics usage, which could be also explained by the greater resources in large companies. Another observation is that when we have global companies, usually their engagement within sustainability practices are also higher because, again, they are having a higher variety and availability of resources. But when it comes to AI and its impact on specific sustainability metric calculation, all those 14 metrics that we already also voted on within your survey, there is no, at least statistically, significant impact. So it means that if the company implemented AI within their operations, it may not positively impact the usage of sustainability metrics. It may only help with the sustainability awareness. Okay, and another observation is that companies that are operating in more than one continent, basically that are global, similar that you answered the survey. For example, if the company is working in Europe and Asia, so I consider it to be global because it has operations in more than one continent. Usually it does not have any statistically significant impact on sustainability metric index. So it doesn't mean that they calculate all those metrics that we discussed before. So it might be in relation due to differences in regulations across the continents. Okay. When it comes to managers, my proposal is that the managers who are working on increasing their sustainability within their company and also implementing such digital technologies as AI should think about allocating additional resources specifically to sustainability metric calculations because as the previous research showed, it does not mean that if sustainability awareness has brought to the attention that sustainability metrics are actually calculated or people are aware of them. So it is suggested to allocate specific resources. So my another question for you is that are you aware if within your organization there are additional resources assigned to project team for instance, as project team member for a specific task of sustainability calculation? For example, project team member maybe is responsible for sustainability metric calculations. For instance, greenhouse gas emissions. Maybe project manager is responsible for this function. maybe project sponsor is responsible. Maybe there are even sustainability experts or specialists that are assigned for this task, or in some cases, maybe your organization is using AI for calculating sustainability metrics or another digital tools. So my request now is to vote. I see we have like 3 votes now. So let's hope for at least a couple of more. Okay, we have 5, so let's check. Okay, sorry about that. So I see that project manager is responsible for sustainability metric calculation within your company. So as in most cases, project manager is working on most of the tasks. Also in some companies, I see that you have a specific role as sustainability specialist or expert assigned for sustainability metric calculation. So this is really nice to hear that there are some experts. Okay, so let's go further. So, my suggestions where project leaders can apply AI and sustainability. So, one of the suggestion is that the organization that you are working and or that you are aware of that are lacking some sustainability metrics or sustainability awareness should um, make some sustainability metrics included in the project life cycle, and AI could be asked to help to calculate the sustainability metrics. For instance, once the project is completed. So within my organization, what we did, we included CO2 emission calculations within business cases and also final reports that we could compare within each project how the project is impacting CO2 emissions, despite the project might be IT project, it could be a technological project, or it could be a manufacturing project. So we calculate CO2 emissions reduction for each project within our company. What we also plan to do, because we see that there are also some issues when it comes to AI tokens, so we plan to include them together as other resources also within our business cases and to track their spending on AI tokens. Also, another suggestion is that to use AI insights to improve prioritizations and trade-offs, for instance, to update project portfolio prioritization criteria. Another suggestion is that AI could be really useful when it comes monitoring project risks that especially affect environmental or social outcomes. It could be used for risk management and also predictions. Another suggestion is that we should be aware and we should make aware our project teams that AI should not be used within all tasks that are being done within the projects, and ask the questions if the project team really need AI for every answer. Maybe some answers are really basics, or they are already implemented within some processes that we have within our company. So we have to ask our teammates if they really need that answer, or maybe they are just being a little bit lazy. So just a suggestion, please save those tokens, Earth, and communities. Another question for you is that this is another research that I'm currently are doing. So basically, I analyzed all the AI and sustainability drawbacks and also the benefits. So I listed here first of all the drawbacks that AI and sustainability are bringing. And I would like to ask your responses. Please select the drawbacks of AI and sustainability that you consider the most important. For instance, within the literature that I analyzed, the researchers are saying that when it comes to AI and sustainability projects, usually there are some barriers when it comes to industries, because different industries are requiring different kind of metrics when it comes to sustainability, and they have different levels of AI knowledge. Another information is that was gathered through my research, that in some cases the drawback of using AI and sustainability together as synergetic effect is poor data management and data availability. That's why we cannot have the most reliable answers when it comes to AI, or even we cannot count the sustainability metrics properly. Another topic that other researchers raised is that the people that are working with the companies need to be trained more on both topics, on AI and sustainability, because in some cases that they are not aware about all the side effects that I mentioned you before. And also negative environmental and social side effects that AI is bringing, because we know these issues that everyone is talking now when it comes to AI data center construction and when they operate. It has, in some cases, negative environmental effects, and also even social effects that might be negative to local communities. Also, there are always ethical concerns that needs to be taken in mind when it comes to AI. And in some cases, they are difficult to obtain AI technologies for small and medium-sized companies, even though I analyzed large companies, but this is already mentioned by some researchers. And in some cases, the companies are facing limited access to required materials, and they don't have all the necessary tools or data that they could integrate both AI and sustainability into their operations. And another negative effect is that there might be cybersecurity risks when it comes to this dual effect. So let's see, what are your answers? Okay. So I see that most people voted that there is poor data management and data availability issue. So thank you so much for this response. Another part of drawbacks that I found when I did the research, so we still understand that within our organization, we have lots of legacy systems that are still operating and that we cannot change in like 1 month or even in a year. So in some cases, when it comes to integration, and if we want to implement AI for sustainability, we might have some issues. Also, in some cases, we have transparency concerns, regulatory complexity, and policy constraints, because we might be operating it in quite difficult industries that not allow this data to be shared with AI models. In some cases, organizations are just having their inertia, and they might not feel the need to use AI and sustainability together. In some cases, some researchers are saying this controversial statement because on the positive effects on AI and sustainability, researchers are saying that AI within sustainability area can help to shorten project timelines, but also some researchers say that in contrast, as this area is not as that well understood yet, there might be longer project timelines and even like some scope creep. And of course, it's not always so easy to integrate the goals of digital and sustainability together in one project. And in some cases, it might be high implementation and initial costs. And another secondary effects on increased resource and already mentioned energy costs. Okay, let's see the results. If we have some votes here. Okay, so most people are saying that there are difficulties in integrating the goals of digital tools and sustainability. So I agree with you. Thank you so much. When it comes to benefits, the most researchers are giving more benefits than drawbacks, actually. So I got more benefits. So I have three parts of benefits that I want to share with you. So first of all, it helps to increase organization learning capabilities because it's easier to learn by using AI than to read all the procedures, all the documents within the organization, and it even helps people to better understand what is sustainability and how it can be used within their projects. Also, what the other researchers are saying, that it helps on knowledge sharing with other firms. It also helps to reduce human cognitive bias in decision making. We have some real-time performance monitoring. It also includes collaboration with other firms and improves client satisfaction. Another good effect on the AI and sustainability synergy is that it helps to reduce defects and rework. So let's see if you agree with the researchers and what are the main benefits that you consider that AI and sustainability can bring. Okay, let's see. Okay, so real-time performance monitoring got most votes, and then I see reducing defects and rework. Okay, let's check another benefits. So another benefits, please also vote on this. So for instance, improved project planning, what it means that we can collect all the data from previous projects and do real-time lessons learned instead of using Excel spreadsheets. We can use AI models, especially when it comes on sustainability data, and improve our project planning. It also helps on better incident response, also on risk and disaster management, on higher transparency and governance, process standardization. Another nice side effect is that it helps attracting a younger workforce because they don't have to deal with all different policies or project documentations within the company. What is interesting that we had drawbacks related to cybersecurity, but also we have benefits related to cybersecurity. So it says some researchers are saying that it helps to enhance the cybersecurity. So that's quite strange because we have like different opinions on this matter. Then we have a compatibility with other digital technologies. And this is also interesting because in the previous drawbacks, we had information that is hard to integrate AI and sustainability synergy when it comes to legacy system, and here we have like a benefit. So I think the researchers still don't have their common understanding on this matter. Another benefit is data integration. So let's see what is your opinion on this matter. What are the benefits? Okay, so I see that you are saying that data integration and improved project planning is the most important things. And the third part of the benefits, I promise you, this is the last one. So basically, it relates to addressing complex issues of sustainability simultaneously. Another thing that I already mentioned before as drawbacks, it helps to shorten project implementation time. So I think we have different understanding on different researchers, so it might be also related to industry. Another plus is that it helps to forecast and estimate the cost, allows us to enable other digital technologies, find new patterns in data, and increases our schedule optimization. So let's see what are your votes here. Okay. Okay, so you believe that addressing complex issues simultaneously could be done by AI and sustainability. Okay. So what I want to say as my last note is we always have to understand that even though we talk really a lot about AI is run on past data, and basically it's like a rear view mirror that we have within our cars, which helps us to predict the future. So it's always really important what data AI is using within the company. So when you create your own AI models, and especially within the projects, I really suggest to include as many as possible sustainability metrics and sustainability risks that it should be widespread within the company. Okay, so thank you so much, and please feel free to contact me on LinkedIn. This is a QR code that you can scan. And together with Eduardo Favari, that you already heard today, we are doing another research. So if you want to participate in some interviews when it comes to AI and sustainability, please feel free to contact me via LinkedIn, or please feel free to contact Eduardo, and we will include you in our research. So thank you so much for your patience and for your active participation in so many questions that I prepared for you.
That was an interesting talk. A lot of data to wade through, especially if you're a bit like me, that's maybe a little rusty on some of their data. But no, very interesting, and interesting looking at the research results compared to the audience results. So, there's no actually no, I have got a couple of questions. Before I ask the questions, I've just placed in the chat link. Yeah, excuse me, I've just placed in the chat the Menti link. If you could please complete that survey, and at the end of the survey, you will have your code for your BDUs. Got a couple of minutes. Are you okay for some questions?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Excellent. If sustainability is the number one predictor of project success, why do so many organizations still design delivery systems that actively weaken it under pressure?
I think what we have to do, first of all, to change our mindset when we initiate the projects, because while I'm doing my PhD research now, I noticed that when it comes to project evaluation and prioritization, most companies are still sticking to economic effects and using ROI as the main decision-making this way to make a decision on which project should be prioritized. So I think what companies can do, they can review their processes and their metrics, how they prioritize this kind of projects, and make sustainability and AI or another digital tool related projects higher on their top list. Then they will have more resources for these projects, because usually these kind of projects, at least from the interviews that I did and articles that I read, usually that they are like pet projects of some like executives, but they are not the best when it comes to the financial results, or their, let's say, economic return is quite prolonged, and the economic benefits takes really long time to get back, basically.
Thank you very much. Are project managers truly accountable for sustainability outcomes, or are they being set up to fail by governance structures that prioritize speed, cost, and control over long-term impact?
That's a really good and controversial question, because I saw within your answers that also project manager was listed as the one as responsible for sustainability accounting. And yeah, I think if the organization is really thinking strategically, what means in long term, and thinks about the sustainability, they should assign specific team members that are aware what sustainability is, because project manager, with all the respects, has so many tasks already. Yes, of course, manager needs to be aware. PMBOK 8 is already also having sustainability chapter, but I think still there should be experts in charge of this area, and let the project managers lead the projects, but not lead the sustainability efforts. But of course, they should be aware as the whole project team. I think you are on mute. Sorry. Yeah.
Schoolboy error there.
No, no.
Just got one time for one more question.
I think you're again on mute. Someone is putting what the
My
rest.
daughter's in here, and I've got a
Okay.
pedal with buttons on it. Don't touch anything. Sorry about that. In some
No.
organizations, the data is absent altogether. So how can they start?
Yeah, I think we should just get back to the basic when it comes to digital technology implementation, because data is everything. And if you don't have the, even within the project reports, for instance, within my company, when we wanted to introduce Power BI reports, what we started to do, we started to check every project schedule to see if it's aligned within, the templates that we have, and also if it's logical or not. Because I think if we have like false data, then we are not getting the results or the predictions. It might be some hallucinations, and we should not blame AI for that, to be honest. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, look, thank you very much. As a fascinating talk. As probably sit here for hours chatting, but alas, it's come to the end of this session. And thank you very much indeed. And good luck with your research in Malaysia the next month,
Thank you so
um,
much.
with the cooler temperatures.
Yeah.
And for everyone else, thank you very much for attending. We have a break now, and at 10 past 6 BST or 10 past 5 UTC, we have the closing keynote and farewell and call into action. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you very much. And thank you very much again, Gabrielle. It was great speaking to you.